Oil painting. I am very unfamiliar with it. I have done one true oil painting piece in the past, and if I find a picture, it'll go right here. And truth be told, I don't think I've ever watched an entire Bob Ross episode. Circa, I think 2017, maybe. I did like a whole Sean Ross series, and it's on screen now. Yeah, so that wasn't even with oil painting or with watching Bob Ross. I'm pretty sure I don't think I have ever watched a full episode of Bob Ross, but that is going to be remedied today because what we found in this box right here, beat up as it is, I have this beautiful piece. Okay, so I did an unboxing before, but the footage did not look the best. In this Bob Ross Master Paint set that came out of 1991 from when I opened it. And within its contents, I'll show this on screen real quick, and then I'll zoom in and do like a quick pause. It's not too badly beat up. Yeah, there's like some staining here. But anyways, it came with like an instruction booklet on how to do it. I guess a join the Bob Ross art club thing, which I don't know if that's still a thing. I'll have to look that up. It came with a bottle of liquid white. I don't know if this stuff expires or not, but there's some liquid white. It came with the 8 Bob Ross colors. So we have titanium white. If I can get these out, midnight black. I don't know if this was ever used. Some of them feel like they were used. Actually, I probably could open them and check. Yeah, look, I guess it was open, but I guess someone decided they didn't want it or something. I'm not really sure. I did get this from Goodwill. There is some Van Dyke Brown, or yeah, Phthalo Blue, CP Permanent Green. This, I don't know what this is on the back. What is that? Is this? I kid you not, this smells like teriyaki sauce. Interesting. Cadmium yellow. Hey baby. Venus is over there. Off screen. Bright red. Hey Papu. Okay, there she goes. And alizarin crimson. Whoa. And then there's like asterisks up here. I wonder if that's dealing with like pigment or something. Anyways. There's that. It came with a 2-inch background brush and a 1-inch landscape. And if you look carefully, see if it focuses, it has like Bob Ross on the handle. I thought that was really cool. This was made in the US, so I wonder what place made that. And it came with the, so I don't tell you wrong, a number 10 landscape knife. Now the two things that were missing, brush wise, was the number 6 fan brush and number 2 script liner. So ironically, while Dad and I went out for brunch today, I stopped by Hobby Lobby to get the fan brush, number 6, to try to get as close as I can, and the script liner. I got the long handle one because I thought that is what you would do. I probably could have got the short one because looking at this, let's take this out of the packaging now real quick. Do I have my knife? Oh, well, I don't really need it, do I? Nope. It came out fairly easy. Looks like this would have fit here, but this one was a little bit lengthy for the slot. So I guess I probably could have did the short one. Oh well, we have it. But here is technically the full, yes, that's the last thing I forgot. And I love my physical media, and so I was very excited to get this. It's a VHS, there's no mold on the tape, and the casing looks good, but it's a Getting Started Bob Ross, and judging by the length of the tape, it looks like it's probably about 30 minutes, but also, look at that copyright date, 1991. So what I want to do, I want to get all my stuff set up, and we're going to switch cameras, of course, and I would like to play this on my TV while I do the painting. So hopefully You enjoy the little unboxing? Now let's get to the actual artwork. I'll be right back. Hi, hello. As I was setting this stuff up, what I realized when I picked this up and I was reading everything, it tells you like a whole how-to kit and stuff like that. But in this kit did not come with the odorless thinner or the container to obviously clean stuff up with. And it says the canvases should not be a canvas board. Oops, why we're too far in. And of course the palette, I'm just gonna use one of these styrofoam things with the oil paints. That way I can just, you know, clean up and go. Let's see here. All right, disconnected. On VCR. Moment of truth if this works or not. Oh, it works, it works, it works. Okay, it works. Everybody, this was like the whole point of the video. I had no idea if that would have worked or not. Okay, cool. So now we can get everything up and running. Let's get our paint thick. I hope this is the right amount of paint. I don't know if I'm doing too much. Cadmium yellow. Ooh. There we go. Now that we've done 7 minutes of setup, let's go ahead and finally get to painting. The simple part was prepping the canvas board with liquid white, and while this was happening and I was watching the videotape waiting for it to get to the, well, you know, actual tutorial, I did find out that there was not only a master set, which is what I have, and I didn't even think about it at the time, but there's a beginner set, and that makes total sense. I think there's one more set, I'm not too sure. I think I'll end up putting it right here if there is a third one. But if not, let's get to painting the sky. Now I will say that this wet on wet technique, the way that the brush flows on the canvas and allows you to keep working, and with the oil painting as well, it just felt very alive. Is that the word I can use? I mean, there was just so much motion and so much, I guess the whole point of oil painting, right? You can just keep working with it. It felt just so right. It was also about 15 minutes in that I realized that there wasn't actually a tutorial. Yeah, there was the wet on wet prep with the liquid white, and I believe there was a clip that was talking about how to use the brush to make the fluffy skies and stuff. But other than that, it was not what I thought it was. I thought this was going to be an entire video dedicated to how to make a, you know, I thought it was a Bob Ross video on tape to make this entire painting. And well, it was pretty much just an advertisement. So with nothing more than just some words, very dated black and white photo references, and one colored finished product poster in the box, and with the sheer assumption of my own devices, it was up to me to create a Bob Ross painting through writing. Oh, this was going to be fun. Alrighty. A palette knife, very foreign for me because I cannot ever recall using it in any serious art pieces. I mean, yeah, I did it in the Sean Ross series, but come to think of it, that was what, 8 years ago? You're testing my memory here. The issue of imposter syndrome, though, showed up swinging around the time I had to do the rest of the mountain, because it looked good till it didn't. I shut off at this point, the advertisement. And I unfortunately had to go on the good old YouTube to see if I can find this episode.
You'll enjoy the little painting we're going to do, and I hope you take the time to paint along.
Because if I can get this part done, I'm pretty sure I can knock out the rest. And yeah, I did have to resort to doing this, and it really was honestly user error. But once I got headway with the mountain, things started looking better, and I decided to just go back to using the paper, unfortunately, to finish this off. I said, oh, okay.
Good, son.
It's taking significantly longer than a 27-minute video that he does. Alright, so let's see. Fan brush full of paint. This is full of paint to me. Force bend, fold the brush horizontally and force the bristles to bend upwards. Pull the dry color straight down to the water. So I'm assuming this, right? Oh, yeah, this. This is weird. I'm pretty sure I messed this up so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is pull this down. Okay. Into the water. Here's the water. And then brush lightly across the. Oh, okay. We got a little something. You see that, people? Y'all can't see. Oh, well, I guess I have to do that a little bit more. Oh, man. I wouldn't even know what to do if this was a much smaller canvas. God. Vertically. Okay. Woo! Oof. Okay. You know, from far away, this doesn't look half bad, but, ew. The last part, which I would like to say was the best part, was also the most nerve-wracking part. Because the vegetation proved to be especially difficult for me, because I had to try to keep it from turning into just mush on the canvas. But it did help a bit when I added the ripples in the water to make that stark difference. I then went in with the darker green and the cadmium yellow to add some light to the vegetation. Also because it told me to. And now we're going to let the music ride out as we work on the rest of the pathway, the rocks, and everything else, and the rest of the painting. So I'll see you at the end of this little segment. Well, this turned out as paint on a canvas. Did it turn out well? No. Dad said it turned out well. Thank you. But this took significantly longer than I thought it was going to take. And this is a lot messier than I anticipated. So for next time, there's a few things I'd like to change. First and foremost, I'm not going to do it on a wood board or canvas palette. 2, I'm actually going to have the proper palette. That's what I'm going to say. I'm so tired. I'm working on an actual canvas, not this canvas board. I learned that lesson. This is going to be best for acrylic, not oil paint. I'm not going to work on these little server tray or leftover trays for that. And I will also make sure I have a much bigger container than this little K-Pot boba tea bowl for my turpentine Yes. Also, now I realize I have this oil painting. I don't know where to put it, and I don't know how long it's going to take to dry. Future me here. It took 3.5 weeks for it to dry. Okay, pass me. There you go. I think that's one thing that they don't mention in the entire saga when you're doing these. So I gotta figure out where to store this and make sure it doesn't get on anything or mess up anything. And yeah, I thought I was doing really well with the clouds, especially on this camera. It looked really good. The mountain threw me off so much. And then I got here and I got really muddy. I think it's because my brushes got dirtier as soon as I got further and I got really uncomfortable. Not that bad for my first painting, my first true oil painting that I did in one sitting. Yeah, it will be better. I don't like it. Alright, now I felt really confident here. Then I started working on the mountain and then I like lost all confidence. The mountain's way too big. This, I try to proportion it differently and make a little pathway. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, and hot sauce. And I will revisit this. I definitely want to redo this. I might do another video where I actually follow a Bob Ross video. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this really long video. I don't know how long I'm going to make this video, and I don't know if I'm going to condense it at all, or if I'm going to do a whole bunch of snips and cuts, or we're just going to listen to the streamlined consciousness of me while I'm working on this painting. And if that's the case, I apologize for everything that I said and how this video turned out. And yeah, man, these videos have gotten so much longer than what I anticipated. Painting score for this first oil painting, with my biases aside, I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 10. It has the clouds. You can tell this is a mountain. There's some trees-esque kind of sort of thing. And in this camera, it looks really good. I've talked way too much, way too long. I love you all. Peace, love, and hot sauce. And if my shirt can't say it enough, I'm overthinking everything. So